Microphone testing, 1, 2, 3. Microphone testing, hello. Alright, there we go, we're live. I'm gonna pause that so the audio is not overlapping. And we should be good. We should be good. I don't know if my voice is too loud, it might be. I have it set really, really high because I was doing a little bit of an audio test before the stream, but I don't know if it's that loud or not. Give me a sec, I'm gonna copy this stream link and send it to my friends right now. Even though most of them are sleeping, it's 1:43 a.m. Oh, never mind. I think they're awake. If you guys can hear the tapping of my mouse and keyboard, then the audio is up too high probably, I'd imagine. Oh, I have monetization on. Let me go turn that off quick. Hold on. Let me turn that off. I don't know why that's the default. It's kind of annoying. Give me 1 second. It's saying no data. I don't know why it's saying no data. It's a little bit odd. I don't know. Kind of strange. Kind of strange. Don't know what the deal is. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm not wearing a glory, I really don't need the gems. You know, I do not need the gems. I have, like, probably 12,000 rubies in my bank from pickpocketing Vyres. Like, look at my thieving experience. Look at that. It might be like 8,000 or so, but I don't know. I'd have to go check. Also, I know it would be easier to do this. You know, just like zoom out like that, but I want you to actually see stuff moving on your screen, so. I just realized it says chat rate 1. What does that mean? Is that... Oh, let me hover over this. Huh. It doesn't say anything. Did someone try to type a message and it's just not appearing or something? Because I have the chat open. So... I don't know if someone tried to send a message and it got blocked. I have no idea. By the way, this new PC that I got, it can actually, I don't need a streaming PC anymore. I can actually just stream directly from the same PC itself, which is awesome. Really cool. Really nice stuff. I finally, you know, my Alienware just finally kicked the bucket, so after 12 years or so, probably longer, I just got a new PC, and if you're wondering what model it was an X51R2, and I'm not a computer guy, so I have no idea what specs that you need or anything for, like, let's say if I wanted to play a newer game, which, I mean, why would I want to do that when it has all the ESG stuff in it, but you know, I'm not a fan of newer games, but my husband helped me pick out the computer. I have no idea what, you know, what kind of graphics cards you need, what kind of memory you need. I have no idea. So he helped me pick out a PC, and it's actually really, really good. So thanks to him. He's the reason why we're streaming again. Oh yeah, also. I might just use these lamps because, you know, I'm obviously not going to be runecrafting with these in my inventory. I was planning to just get... I got my Eternal Crystal. Oh yeah, by the way, I did like 30 Barrows runs and I got 7 items out of it, which is actually really insane. I think it's 1 in 16 or 1 in 14 for a Barrows item. Give me 1 second. I'm checking the date on my Eternal Crystal that I got. Oh, that's the Pegasian one. There we go, the Eternal Crystal. It is on May 9th, 2025. That's when I got it. KC 563. So if you look at this, I got it like 20 or so KC later. Really cool stuff. There's my Rangers I got, which sadly they're making the game easier as usual. So clues are stackable now, and you might say, you know, let me go check my chat actually real fast. No, nobody's typing in there. You might say, how is them making stackable clues making the game easier? Like, did you see the reaction when Jagex suggested they do that during leagues? It's like all the veteran players just quit, so Jagex is like focusing on new players. So they don't really care about veteran progress or anything. But to explain why is that, you know, when you're fishing, you typically don't really want to go and do a clue scroll. You know, you'll just keep it in your bank. And this is going to make Third Age easier to get, just like the Mimic. Kind of like the Mimic. I mean, the Mimic's still pretty rare, but at the same time, I mean, you know, Third Age at like, what, 1 in 2,000? I know you can only defeat it every once in a while, but still, so that is making Third Age easier to get. It's just, people say like, oh, it's just a small thing. What do you mean? Now, stack up, like, put all the quality of life changes since 2014 or 2013 into a giant list. Do you see what I mean here? Do you see what I mean? Like, stack all that stuff up. Stack it all up. And you have a mess of a game that's... It's like... there's all my Volcano case. Yeah, I haven't done Volcano in a long time. But stack everything up they made... Like, you know, okay, let me give some more examples. The combat achievement rewards are ridiculous. You should not be able to put more cannonballs inside your cannon for pretty much nothing. I mean, mediums are very easy to get. Hards are arguably pretty easy to get. And there you go again with the clue scrolls. 5% easier or whatever for mediums, if you want medium clue scrolls, and then you do the hard combats for hards. And you have the Falador Diary. You have all the diary rewards that make the game easier. What else is there? They wanted to make the game easier for new players regarding quests as well. So they removed the Moss Giant from Waterfall before putting it back in. They changed the agility obstacles and the Underground Pass, and then they reverted it. Because players complain. They're like, why? At what point... You know, okay, let's keep going here. Let's talk about the fishing barrel from Temperos. You know, less banking time, so it's... Jagex is making a cookie clicker game, basically. And people will say, like, oh, the game doesn't have MTX, though. It's already in the game, you just don't pay for it. That's what I've been saying for a long time now. It's just a mess, honestly. You should not call it old school RuneScape, especially if you're going to put pronouns into it. Because as you know, the... any kind of pronoun, you've never seen that in the 2000s, okay? People didn't use pronouns in the 2000s. And the left will try to subvert you, subvert your, what you're saying by saying, oh, but what do you mean? We called men like he or him like all the time. It's like, no, you did not have he, him in the bio. You just didn't. That didn't exist. All right? You can go on Google Trends, right? 2004 to 2025. And you can type in he, him, they, them, and you can see right there in the chart that not a single time was that stuff ever mentioned. Only until like 2016. And where the leftist ideology really began was this mandated ideology that they're told to believe in. It really started around like 2012. 2012 is when it started picking up. It wasn't totally all over the place, and then it just exploded around the 2014. Like 4chan was ruined then, and that's not really due to leftists. It was just due to like normies and everything starting to use the internet a lot more. You know, that started happening after MySpace, obviously, with Facebook and whatnot, but it really hit the fan around the Gamergate stuff. And then you you had a lot of traffic on 4chan around the I don't know if I want to say the word, but it's when celebrities' photos were being leaked on there and everything. A lot of people, there was a lot of traffic then. And then the elections, the 2016 elections, there you go. The entire internet was ruined. You have both left-wing and right-wing just people that have never used the internet before, just absolutely ruining it. Like, if you're curious, it's just, like, I don't know. I don't consider myself really that political. If you look at my old Twitters that are now banned, yeah, you're like, okay, well, you're saying you're not political. That's obviously a lie. But, you know, I don't know. Going back to Jagex, this is not old school RuneScape, and I want to talk about the racism. I talked about this before, that Jagex is just spouting all over the place in their game. They have a reference to a real-life African-American activist named Sister Soulja who condoned violence against white people. And she made a quote. The Washington Post mentioned this. I think there's an article called "The Racist Wrappings of that person," and they're very anti-white. Obviously, they said they were advocating for violence basically, and the head admin of the OSRS wiki banned me for writing that as a citation, like in the trivia section. I wanted to mention that. And I got banned for the reason bigot. His name is Spinewielder, by the way. Do not harass anyone. Do not engage with anyone. I'm just simply stating his username on there. He's the head admin that Jagex appointed there, and he seems to be, allegedly racist himself. If I got called a bigot for standing up for a race of people. So just think about that. I got banned for standing up for a race of people by mentioning that she said that. I didn't even say anything about her. I just said, this is what she said. And I got banned for the reason bigot. And I posted that before. I showed that off. You can check my Gab. So, and then you have, by the way, that reference was added in 2016. I think it might have been by Mod Matt K, the mod that said he's proud to not own a gun, and then, like on Twitter recently, and then he said, I got blocked by him, by the way. And just after Trump was elected a second time, he said America is looking less and less free. So just imagine that for a second. Like, you're a British company, you're a British corporation. Oh, and Mod Ash removed his face off his avatar and left Twitter. A whole bunch of JMods left Twitter after that because of a U.S. election. Just imagine how pathetic that is. And Mod Ash was the one that was supporting the pronoun stuff and allegedly insulting players. I'm pretty sure it was him doing that. Like, just mocking people that were saying, like, well, this doesn't belong in, a 2001 MMO. It just doesn't. And he couldn't take that, so he left Twitter for months and months, which you never see Mod Ash do. He's always posting, which is absolutely hilarious that he cried. He just cried. And, yeah, but I think Mod Matt K added that reference to that sister person. I think they added that reference themselves. I could be wrong, but you bring a jar of souls to the soul altar, and that's where you get the racist person, a reference to a racist person. That was added in 2016, like I said. And then you have Jagex changing the skin paste item to make it less white. Very, not even noticeable. It's been the same, but, how many years later, right? Since that quest was in there since 2001, right? Need Prince Ollie Rescue, or is that... Could be wrong. I'm a RuneScape archivist, but, my memory is, I need to be refreshed sometimes. That might have... No, that was definitely a 2001 quest. Pretty sure. Maybe 2002. I don't know. But you have weird stuff like that. Oh, and then the wig in the quest, too, was made less blonde. Just think about that for a second. Just think about that for a second. So diversity means less white people. That's what Jagex believes. They believe diversity means less white people. If you're actually removing... Oh, and then they changed the elves. Mod G, how she changed all the elves and made them look like World of Warcraft characters, and then they also made... and I mean 70% of them are not white now. And, that elves had nothing to do with race. Okay, they have nothing to do with race. I shouldn't say had, I should say have. But there's Jagex we're talking about. Like, you saw that elves were white skinned, but you assume that they're all Caucasian, so they need to be diversified. Like, you have a problem. I know Ma Ji was fired and everything, or maybe she just left the company. I'm not really too sure, but I always remember a comment saying, it was by a user on Twitter. They said, these elves, these new elf models, they don't look old school. And Ma Ji said, I'm not going to botch I don't want to, get demonetized. I'm not monetizing this, but she said she's not going to botch a certain body parts that women have, okay? And why would she just say that? Just out of nowhere. And then someone said, hey, someone mentioned the same thing. They're like, these elves models don't look old school. And she replied to this person by saying, what was it? Is it supposed to look old school? So it's no wonder if she did get fired. Like, that's would obviously be the reason. You don't even know the own game that you're working on. I don't know if that was supposed to be a joke. I mean, how would it be a joke? That's just pure... That's idiocy. I don't even know. You have Mod Kieran saying that he wants to make the game less... He said he wants to make the game unwelcome for bigots during a live stream. That's what Mod Kieran said. And then Mod Light and Mod Rock clapped. Mod Light clapped like a little girl. She's like, yay, no more bigots. And you can clearly tell they're just talking about the majority of the player base. You know how the left calls everybody... I don't want to, again, this YouTube channel, let's keep it PG here, kind of, with the monetization stuff. But they call everybody a certain type of soldier from World War II, okay? And it's very obvious everybody they dislike, that they're just going to call everybody they dislike that. All right? Like the gay parade stuff they're putting in RuneScape, like they're having gay parades all around Gielinor. They're using my sexuality as some kind of to boost their mandated ideology, to like virtue signal, to use me for virtue signaling purposes, to get ESG money, and I'm not going to have any of it. The people peacefully protesting, minding their manners and everything. Why should they feel unwelcome? I thought you were inclusive. What happened? You were just talking about inclusivity and diversity, but only for those you approve of. That's not how diversity works, and it never was. Diversity is the opposite of unity. Like, if you want everybody to get along with each other, just... Okay, for example, why would I want to go around and tell everybody I'm a homosexual? Why would I want to do that? I thought the point was that I'm not different than anybody else. I know everybody is unique in their own ways, but you know what I mean. Why should Jagex decide that they want to shine a spotlight on you for something that you were born as? Who the hell are they to say that? Who the hell are they to say that? It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's see what other mods can we talk about. Again, don't harass anyone, do not engage with anyone. I'm just simply stating the facts. But, oh yeah, Mod Jerv, is inserting their own alleged fetishes into the game. Because, for some reason, every single piece of, every character that they put in concept art, they always add beards to female characters. And I want to know what the reason for that is. Why would you put that in the game? Why would you put that in the game? I want you to go down to the local store, or just walk around in public, and I want you to point out every woman that has a beard, okay? Also, the body type A and B stuff, who is this appealing to? It's a dehumanization method by, the ESG, by BlackRock. I just want to point that out. Who does that appeal to? And the people defending it, why are you defending it? Like, if you are a transgender individual and you want to identify as the opposite sex, why wouldn't you just pick male or female? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Why does body type B always have female body parts, and why does body type A always have male body parts? Why is type A always topless? And why can it go topless in certain video games? It's just absolutely ridiculous. And I'm glad people are so done with this stuff. They're just not buying these games anymore. And it depends on the marketing. Like, if you market your game enough, anybody will buy it. But I bet they lost a lot of money when they did the body type pronoun stuff. They also gained a lot of money because they're getting paid for that with the ESG money. But the thing is, you can't keep living off ESG money. You just can't. You're gonna lose all your players, and people are gonna see that. And that's another thing, right? People are saying, like, how are their bots on the high scores? How are they constantly on the high scores? And the same accounts for, like, sometimes even up to 3 years. Those are owned by Jagex. I'm not theorizing on that. I'm not alleging that. I'm saying that. Those are owned by Jagex. There's no other reason why a bot would go on for that long. It's inconceivable that a bot would last for 3 years on the high scores, and everybody can see that it's a bot. A level 3 that's making it up on the high. No, it just doesn't work like that. It just genuinely does not work like that. We all know it. We all know that's what they're doing. I don't know what else to really add to this. Oh yeah, I was talking about elves before, the elves that they changed. Jagex saw race in the elves, so it's kind of strange how they saw that. Oh yeah, what was her name? Alund? It was a dark-skinned elf that they added to the game like way back in the day, and Jagex changed the examine text of her. It said, the examine text used to say, "This is the most beautiful elf I've ever seen." And for some reason, Jagex changed the dialogue to a graceful elf. So how racist is Jagex, actually? Like, to me, that's messed up. Why would you change the examine text of Alund from the most beautiful elf I've ever seen, the only dark-skinned elf that was in the game? Why would you change that compliment to a graceful? That is messed up. All right, that is just messed up. Like, why would you actually change that? What else would I want to mention? Oh yeah, the clue scroll step. I think this was a medium one where you talk to the squire at Falador Courtyard. And so the funny thing is with the courtyard squire in Falador is he used to give you a clue scroll. I don't know if it's hard or medium. Might have been a hard. But they changed this clue scroll step. It used to say, like, what did it say? Like, one white knight can take on like 3 black knights or whatever, right? And Jagex saw race in that, and they changed it to like different names, so it's not black and white anymore. Like, how racist are these JMods at Jagex? I just want to point that out. Like, changing wig and skin dye colors like 20 years later. Like, just what are they doing? Like, what are they actually doing? These JMods are absolutely just, they're insane. They are absolutely insane on this gender ideology, this race ideology. And then they call you the racist bigot. They call you a racist bigot after they just changed a clue scroll step that they saw race in that clue scroll. They saw race when, for some reason, you can't call that kind of a person with that skin color beautiful according to Jagex, according to the JMods. They are racist. It's disturbing. It's like, what is with these ideologues going on to your old favorite obscure game? Okay, RuneScape's not obscure, but you know what I mean. But, you know, I go on Discord servers like a Nights and a Dreams Discord, for example, and they try to find really obscure and old games. They go to old wikis and edit them. Why does this ideology instantly target old forums, old posts online, and try to rewrite history? A history they didn't exist in. Because you can go and look up their ideology on Google Trends. You can see that their words that they use never existed. You can see what they claim to be never existed. You know, their ideology. Well, their communist stuff they believe in, I mean, that's existed before, obviously. But that's like the only thing. If you look up this other gender ideology, it just didn't exist before. It just simply didn't. Hey, we have 4 concurrent viewers now. Hello. Are those bots? You got bots in here? I don't know. Here, I'm going to refresh the page. Maybe I'm missing messages or something. Not exactly too sure. No, there's no messages in there. You pause the stream so it doesn't lag my PC out. Yeah, no, that has to be bots because they're all getting removed at the same time. It's hopping from 0 to 4 concurrent viewers. I don't know what the deal is. I'm trying to think of other stuff to talk about regarding Jagex as a company. I mean, I think I got my rant out that I wanted to get out, so. Oh yeah, by the way, that Spinewielder guy, the head admin of the OSRS wiki, aside from him being allegedly racist, calling me a bigot for standing up for other people's races, what did he do? He went to something called Wikifur, where I had a post made of myself there, right? My friend made it for me. And he went there, he went to an entirely different wiki and started editing it to make accusations against me there. Imagine how pathetic and pitiful you have to be to leave the OSRS wiki as the head admin and come to an entirely different wiki and edit a page on me. How pathetic do you have to be? Spine wielder? More like spineless wielder, dude. What are you doing? You know, like, I have no idea what else to say about him. He is just such... You know, I don't really want to say anymore because I don't want to, you know, the monetization stuff, but absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Here, I'm going to use both of these. Watch I accidentally misclick range or something. Oh, by the way, I don't know if using the special attack does anything here. I don't know if using the spec does anything, but you know, like having extra levels here, I don't know if it makes a difference, to be fair. I don't think it does. Like, I've just seen other people using that spec, so... what else to talk about, really? I'm going to talk about what videos I'm working on. I have a... I have this Deltrune video. It was just a certain kind of post. Again, I don't want to say the S word because I don't get demonetized, but it's just a joke video that I was hoping was going to get a lot of views on it. I think it will get a lot of views on it. It might get demonetized. I don't know if I upload that Deltrune video I was working on. I have another Dark Souls Mysteries video that's coming out soon. It's pretty much finished. I just need like 2 more topics to talk about to make it to like 10 minutes. Because it would be kind of weird just uploading a video that's, you know, 6 minutes long or whatever. I don't really want to do that. Not doing it for monetization purposes, but just I'd like videos to typically be around 10 minutes or so. Because when people click on a video, they don't want to, you know, they're getting cozy, they're getting ready to watch a long mysteries video, but then they see it's 8 minutes and they're just gonna be like, you know. I just realized the game's not even listed on my stream because it doesn't really matter. I was gonna stream Minecraft as well. I don't know if that's gonna happen anytime soon. Specifically beta 1.202. I've been playing that version for 1.5 years now. You know what? Has it been 1.5 years? I don't know, actually. But I spent a long time in that world and made a bunch of stuff on it. I'm gonna be starting a new world though, and I'll just stream on a new world. Can show off the old one a little bit. Obviously not gonna delete it. That was kind of special to me. Yeah, my old beta world, I basically build like religious stuff into spiritual stuff. You know, I feel it's a good way to communicate with the divine and everything, virtually. I like doing that a lot. I like leaving messages and monuments for God, for Kami-sama, just for all Kami-sama, you know, everything, angels, spirits, whatever you want to call them. I like doing that. It's a good way to commune. You can commune digitally just as you can commune in real life. It's the same thing, really. But yeah, I'll be streaming Minecraft soon, probably. I don't know. There's not much content to see there, considering it's, you know, beta 1.202, but... By the way, there was a lot of weird stuff happening in that world as well. There was a lot of weird stuff happening in my old world. So there's no flaming skull picture like there should be. I think it was replaced by some giant missing texture, like it's a big pink wall full of squares. Like it's kind of strange to look at. I think that might be... I don't know. I don't know if that's my version of the game that's just bugged, or if that's always there in 1.202. I didn't really look into that. But aside from that, there was... I went down to my mine shaft and there was a single torch that was off the wall, just hovering there on the ground. Like someone busted it off the wall or something. Like, I know no mods can do that unless a creeper gets near it. But that was pretty weird. That was pretty weird. And then there was random saplings on top of a tree. Like, around 12 saplings just sitting there as items on top of a tree. So strange. I don't know if those are just quirks with 1.202, but I had never heard about them before, so... Oh, hey, someone just liked the stream. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking. If you're trying to leave a comment, I don't actually see any comments in there. So, I can't see any. Are comments turned on even? It looks like they are. Because I've seen a lot of viewers coming in and joining. I see no comments. Oh, there we go. Hello, Carlos. Hello, husband. I just went on like a 20-minute rant calling Jagex racist. And I was just talking about my Minecraft world, my old Minecraft world. So, I was talking about my stats earlier as well. You know what? Oh, give me a sec. Just checking something. Never mind. Yeah, earlier I was mentioning that I was going to try to find the words here. I just woke up recently. My apologies. Yeah, I was saving up all my 99s here. We're just gonna unleash them on a stream or something. You can. I was mentioning you can be there. Kaz and Nick can be there possibly. Just saving up a few 99s. Kaz told me to go for runecrafting next, so I'm gonna get 98 runecrafting. If I'm adding this up in my head properly, it's gonna take me around 200 hours, which isn't bad at all, like by any means. So here, let me read off this chart here. I need 538,000 Daeyalt essence, which is like nothing really. It's gonna take me a few days to get, but you know, I have more of this in my bank as well, also, I should mention. So Daeyalt essence is going to be really easy to get, and it says I need like over 900 stamina potions, so I'm going to be doing this without staminas. That's why I'm saying 200 hours. It's going to be around 200 hours. And according to the chart, I'll be making 50 mil off this as well. 10,000 trips to the altar. It sounds bad, but at the same time, I mean, that's really good. That's 93,000 runecrafting XP per hour. Which, if that's true, that's insane. That's just insanity. Again, if you actually put into the equation of me mining this stuff, like, it's gonna take a lot longer than what I'm saying, but just when I get the essence, that's what I mean. It's going to be around 200 hours after I get all the essence and everything. Like 90k per hour seems good, but you actually have to mine this stuff, so. Yeah, I do those trips daily. It's perfectly fine. What trips? To the mine? Oh, you were doing this as well, or am I mishearing? Am I being dumb right now? Or are you saying you're doing ZMI without the Daeyalt essence? Why is the soundtrack sounding like that? It's like the audio is going in and out or something. Do you hear that? That's not how it's supposed to sound. The hell is that? I'm wondering what that is. You know, I'm just gonna change the music and see what happens. Also, if you're on Discord right now, I mean, I can just sign out anytime, really. I've been streaming for around an hour now. Oh yeah, I'm using my new PC as well. I don't even have to use my streaming PC anymore. I can just stream directly from the same PC. This thing is a beast. Oh, so when I expected it to get here, I thought it would, you know, I thought it would be the same size as my other PCs that I have. I didn't expect a tank, like, just a tank-sized PC in my room. That's just I can use it as a table, actually. Yeah, I can end the stream anytime. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm using it to play RuneScape right now, so maybe that was can I use the word? Can I say overkill on YouTube? I'm playing like 2010 Minecraft and RuneScape. You know, how much Daeyalt essence is it per hour? Daeyalt essence. Oh, my bad. The bad thing is streaming on the same PC. I'm always scared of, like, my folders are gonna appear on the live stream and you're gonna see like a whole bunch of like not safe for work stuff, but I don't. That shouldn't happen. Daeyalt essence per hour. Wait, it's actually 4,000 Daeyalt shards per hour? Okay, well, I mean, mining this stuff to 550k or whatever, that's going to actually be a long time. I can't do any math, but that's 4,000 shards per hour. That's going to take a very, very long time. I thought it was... that would be faster than that. I don't know. I guess time just blows by. Good old 1050 Ti always does the job even for new games, so... Games you would need 70 or something. Yeah, I'm not going to play Oblivion, Unity, Unreal Engine Remastered where they have Type A, Type B, and change all the characters to be not white. It's kind of a little bit odd and racy, I don't know. Kind of racist if you ask me. Just like RuneScape. I'm sure that all the J-mods will get fired eventually. I mean, it's 2025, so that stuff doesn't fly anymore. I was playing a lot of Morrowind as well. I put every single one of my files on this new PC, so I booted up Morrowind, and I was playing a whole lot of that. I think I do actually like Morrowind better than Oblivion. I'm going to say that much. I think I do like it more than Oblivion. I mean, I wouldn't say it's a problem of Morrowind, but one of the things is that it just, I'm not talking about the graphics, by the way. Like, the game just looks unappealing. Like, you're just walking through just a gigantic swamp. It's like Blight Town. The entire game is Blight Town. Like, it's really, I don't like looking at it too much. Like, it's just, and all the buildings and everything. It's just, I don't know. I'm going to find a nice place to live in Morrowind on the shore, and I'm going to put all my items in there. I haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2. I just like the original. Which I'm not going to buy the port of, because it's missing the online features for some reason. Me and the guys in the Discord, we were talking about Doom: The Dark Ages, which is like so horrible. Like that's worse than any other modern game I've seen. It doesn't even have DEI ESG in it. Like that is so bad. Like we're posting it in the chat. We're posting in the chat, and then all of a sudden I see Sam start typing. I'm like, here we go, and he's like, that enemy, the Va something. He's like, that's bussin'. That enemy is so bussin'. I'm like, you know, Zoomer, just stop talking. Just stop talking. That's a joke. Don't ban me, YouTube. I didn't mean to use the Z word. There's 5 concurrent viewers in here. What the hell is happening? Do people really like watching this? I'm literally just mining a stone right now. You know that one mod that you saw for Morrowind on the was on Nexus? Like it was like some type of like sensitivity mod that removes like certain things or something and makes it like some like I don't know. It was like a censorship mod. I think that was actually getting rid of those slurs in the game. That's hilarious if so. Like just imagine that. Like fictional slurs. Yeah, no, I don't think anything can beat Dark Ages in the worst game category for 2025. I really, you know, I've never seen such a boring game. And again, I'm not one to argue for graphics or anything by any means. Like I can play something like Dwarf Fortress, right? But that looks like a late PS2 game. Like, you know, Duke Nukem Forever. I know that's not a PS2 game, obviously, but it looks like that. It looks like Duke Nukem Forever, except somehow worse. Like, that is so bizarre to me. How do you mess it up so bad? Oh yeah, by the way, when this PC arrived, it's like a NVIDIA PC. What is that, like a graphics card or something? I don't even know. I got an advertisement for a NVIDIA Doom guy skin, and it's literally just a NVIDIA logo or something on the shield or something. I'm like, dude, what is this? Why are they promoting the game like this in obscure ways? A New York City pizza shop or something, like, as well. Like, look, I'm gonna open it up right now. Hold on. NVIDIA app. Hopefully this doesn't mess up the stream. Yeah, there's a redeem option. Yeah, there it is. Redeem until June 13th, 2025. Oh, you have to get it soon. Like, if you don't get this in like 20 days, you're gonna miss your Doom your Doom guy Verdant skin from NVIDIA. Dude, if they were desperate, they'd have commercials all over the place. They'd have it like on TV, but no, they're New York City pizza chain that like nobody knows about. It's like, what the hell? You need ray tracing for this PS2 looking game. Five concurrent viewers. Who is in here watching this? Oh, hey, it's you. Hey, Wet, hello. Yeah, by the way, I just saw your comments on the Cosmo Breeder video. I actually signed out of that account and I haven't logged in 2 weeks. I just favorited your comments or gave a heart to it. Just what was it? Just a few days ago. It was a few days ago. I didn't mean to ignore those. I read all your comments, don't worry. I read them all. Yeah, that's my husband in the chat. They're... To all the viewers watching, I meant Carlos, not Wepawet. You're not my husband. I don't know who you are, really. Yeah, I was just gonna end the stream soon. I've been going for an hour. I've been going for an hour so far. I just been mining this rock. You know, I'm gonna be doing this for the next. Oh, not on this account. I modded you on the other... You know what, can I just do this? Hold on. Try typing now? Try typing. I'll make Wepawet a mod as well. Give me a sec. Can review, remove chat messages, hide and put users in timeout. There you go. Okay, both of you are mods now. Should work. There you go. Yeah, your words shouldn't be censored now if you try to type anything in there, so... I assume the stream audio is fine as well, right? I was testing that out before the stream started. I put it on listed stream on. Alright. It's alright aside from my sniffling, as usual. You know, I've had this 6 or 7 year long sickness for some reason. Probably the mold in the apartment. Nah, I cleaned out all the mold. I don't know what it would be. I'm gonna be moving out. I know I said I'm gonna be moving out like a few years ago, but you know, just life. Stuff happens. Oh, by the way, that person I mentioned that I censored the name of in the Cosmo Breeder video, that was, he came to my profile and started accusing me of a whole bunch of crazy stuff. He was doing that to every other person on the Steam forums, and you should have seen what he did. He had, like, an alternate account, and he brought his boyfriend along to, like, come harass everybody in the thread on my own profile. They started spamming my profile with a whole bunch of, like, deranged garbage. It was absolutely insane. And he got banned from Steam 4 times so far, until they finally locked a thread. I'm pretty sure he might be perma-banned from the community forums at this point. I have no idea. I can't even say all the stuff he said. And not just because he's accusing people of crimes and illegal stuff, but he's... just the other stuff he's saying is absolutely insane. Like, this person is... they went off the deep end. Like... They definitely went off the deep end. And I looked them up online, and as it turns out, the stuff they're accusing us of... They were... some of the stuff they were accusing us of is what they were doing. They were being a pest online. Yeah, the arsenic person. But no, that was crazy though. That was absolutely insane. Oh wow, your chat's like really far behind Wepawet. I'm responding to it where you're saying, "Yep, I can hear you clear." Just now, I was talking about the audio stuff. Like it was like 7 minutes ago or something. Try to hit the live button to make it live. Like skip ahead in the broadcast or something. I don't know. That's weird. Yeah, what, you're gonna give me a key half? Can I have a key half? What? Wait, why do I have him set to walk through? How was that? No? Wait, what? What do you mean no? What? Oh, you were saying that because I said give me a key half. Okay, my bad. Like I said, woke up recently. My bad. My bad. My bad. I thought something appeared on my screen that wasn't supposed to be there for a sec. You're just saying no. Oh, man. Who is that? Oh, that's the same person that's been there. I think I saw your post about him on Gab. I literally only use Gab to view your profile. Well, the thing is, my Twitter just got banned for no reason given. And okay, listen, I can post some offensive stuff, right? I can post some offensive stuff. Most of it I don't mean, obviously. Yeah, I'm not a very hateful person by any means. It's just, I don't know. I'm trolling is like I'm magnetized to just trolling people. Like I mess with people a whole lot sometimes. But my Twitter account, I wasn't posting anything bad. And And you know, it's Twitter is pretty much free speech, right? I got banned without a ban message. I intentionally got my main account banned, but my alt account, the Kitsune Antlers one, just I don't know. Like, they didn't give me a ban message. I tried to appeal it, and they said we can ban for any reason or something. I'm like, what? I'm assuming it was ban evasion. It's probably ban evasion. They just don't want to mention that. I don't know. But yeah, no, I didn't post anything offensive. I didn't, you know... Sorry, that was my fault. My stream actually wasn't live. Alright. But, yeah, both my Twitters are banned, so I don't use Twitter anymore. So if you see someone going around with my name, that's not me. I've had that happen before. On Steam as well, for some reason. People kept posing as me. I don't know why. So yeah, I only really use Gab. I've been trying to use this thing called Getter. It's like this right-wing, like, again, I don't know if it can get banned for using the word boomer, but it's like a right-wing boomer conservative platform. Not really a fan of it, but yeah, Getter, Gettr. So I mostly use Gab, my own forum page. By the way, if you try to sign up for the forum, I don't know if this is you that try to sign up for it, but I have like registrations halted currently. So, did you go by someone called Unpax, like Unpax? Like if that's you, I'll let you in. I don't know if that's you or not though. They're fans. All right, I was just curious because there's been some account on there that's been trying to sign up for the site. Yeah, it was very strange. There was actually 2 people, believe it or not, on Steam that had my name. On the one person's profile, it said they were from Brazil. I'm not from Brazil. From the U.S., Pennsylvania. I'm not... maybe someone should have told him that if he wanted to try to... I don't know. Did you check out Yama, by the way, husband? Let me... because I don't know what stats you need for that. Give me a check. Let me... Actually, that gives you the new best in slot mage cape, doesn't it? So that's probably like absurd content. It's probably pretty hard. But no, I didn't check it out. Dude, do you see what his face looks like? Like I just went to the wiki right now. That is hilarious. Like it's face portrait. Let me go to let me look this. Oh, it says that you don't need that many stats for it. You don't need that much combat. Okay, well. So I can do this, actually. That's interesting. Alright, no, I might go try that later, though. I don't know. Yeah, you just need 80s in your stats. It's interesting. I wish Tree Nice on Minecraft. That sounds really familiar. Well, we didn't ban you, did we? Because I remember we used to mess with people when they would join the server. We'd mess around with people. Like, that name sounds really familiar to me, the Tree Nice. Like I said in my Dark Souls 2 stream before I ended it, I'm going to, I'm going to relaunch that Minecraft server. Like, you might have noticed that when you join, you're like, hey, this isn't TimeLierG, this isn't Time server, this is someone else's server. I lost the IP to that because I was using another host. I was using a host, so... Alright. Yeah, I was just curious. Yeah, we're gonna relaunch that server, we're gonna relaunch that server soon. Also, being given too many free items, I don't think we've ever actually done that. Could be wrong though. Because we like to value all our players' progress and whatnot. Like, we even have a drop party chest in the spawn that other players can donate to and put items in there. And that's probably what happened, actually. That's probably what happened. We probably just dropped those items that were in the drop party chest. But those were all legitimately earned. We don't spawn items in there, to be honest. That's nice considering I'm all 99s already. You know what? I might actually do Volcano soon as well. Might actually do Volcano. I really want a crystal pickaxe, like, really badly. Yeah, no, I remember your username. I remember your username. My Minecraft, aka my Microsoft account, got banned though, so I'm gonna be using an alt on that server. Like, if I ever do join back in it, if I relaunch it, which I will, because I went and I was arguing with people on MCC of all things, like Halo, and I was like talking about pro-Palestine stuff. Like, again, I'm not really a political person, but I mean, it's obviously messed up what's happening over there. And I got into an argument with someone, and I got banned permanently. Like, permanently. Because I was talking about that. That it's not right what's happening to them over there. I'm like, that's crazy. That's insane. I didn't use any bad words or anything. Let me stretch out here for a second. That's good. It doesn't matter that I my other PC I used to kick the PC a lot because I stretch out and my foot accidentally hits it. But it doesn't matter with this PC because it's just a gigantic tank. So I can kick this PC all that I want. It's just enough, it won't break. Oh, by the way, you know how I said my other hard drive was corrupted and I could only get certain files off of it? I found the solution to it, actually, and I wouldn't recommend anybody else do this. I don't know if this is bad or good to do. I somehow figured out, like, I didn't look this up online, I somehow figured out that having the USB plug halfway out of the socket actually fully loads the hard drive without any problems, any corruption. That was the solution, having the USB halfway sticking out of the port. Like, it loads perfectly now. Like, having it all the way plugged in, it doesn't load. It's crazy. Like, I got everything off my hard drive now that I need. Got all my RuneScape, RuneLite files, my Minecraft stuff, all my archive stuff. You have yours next to the door. Mine's just right next to my leg. Yeah, I was mentioning earlier in the stream, I just got this new PC because my one I had after 12 years finally kicked the bucket. No, all the ports are fine. All the ports are working fine. Like, the thing is, it's just not one port. Like, I have to do that no matter where I plug it in at. I have to plug it in halfway. On the old PC and this one, it doesn't matter. When I say old PC, I mean my streaming PC. I tried it on there as well, and it worked. Not my Alienware that's dead. Oh yeah, there was a problem with it when it arrived here. So for some reason, like it just does not shut down sometimes. Like I shut down my PC, right, and it just the light stays on and it's running still. Like I can hear it running, even though I shut it down. I have to hold the power button, which I hope that doesn't corrupt anything. But it's the only way I can really shut it down sometimes. Oh yeah, it turns on by itself too. So I just unplug the power cable. I don't know how that works, but if it's haunted, I probably got a haunted PC. I don't know. And the power button flashes orange sometimes as well. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I was mentioning earlier in the stream how you helped me get the PC. You helped me pick out a PC. Like the thing is, I duct tape the light on my microphone because even just a small red light on the blue snowball mic just bothers me. So I couldn't even imagine having a gigantic rainbow flash in my face. I should probably get Linux. I'm installing Windows 10. Spyware 10. I don't know anything about Linux, that's why I'm not using it. Yeah, my keyboard lights up as well. It has green lights on it. It doesn't bother me though, because it's not really bright or anything. It's just, if anything, it looks like it's painted on. So, something else to talk about. I was talking about Deltarune before. I can't wait to stream that, Chapter 3. Disconnected. Uh-oh. It just said my streaming software disconnected. I have no idea what that was about. Hello? Hello? That was weird. I have no idea why it just disconnected. Like, it said that I'm in the green, I have no dropped frames. I have no idea what the problem is, honestly. Maybe my internet went out for a second. Okay. I think there's gonna be a delay now. I'm not sure. Like, me, when I say something and then you guys hearing it, I think there might be a delay. Feedback, I don't know. Yeah, that didn't happen before. It says I have an excellent connection, so. I like that. I like how Kaz says, this case is from the 2000s. Like, yeah, that's the point. Thanks for noticing my entire life is just based on me living my childhood in the 2000s. It sounds sad, but at the same time, I love living in the past, and I'd rather stay in the past. I like projecting myself into the future as well. I like people seeing, you know, the 2000s live on in my website and stuff, and all my archives. Most of my stuff I don't really, you know, I never really released a lot of the stuff I have in my archives, but say a random number and test a delay, 7. Okay, never mind, it's instant. You can hear me instantly. Yeah, 2000s and 90s, you never really... Like, you had a lot of politics, right? You had a lot of political events happening, but I feel everybody now is just absolutely obsessed with that stuff. It's like, you know, kids aren't supposed to be talking about, you know, Joe Biden and Donald Trump. They're supposed to be talking about video games and stuff and, you know, having fun sports outside. You're not supposed to... Every single person alive is just talking about politics and, like, what politicians are doing. Like, you know, your life should be revolved around yourself, your friends, your communities that you build up, your career. Shouldn't be invested in politics. That's why I'm glad my Twitter account got banned, because, you know, I'm not immune to that either. I talk about it sometimes as well. But that was I think that was a Halloween like event that they were holding in TF2. That was like Halloween 2020, 2022? I don't know. Cat in a box. I want to start hosting a TF2 server as well, like I used to. That way Cal can come join it. He can come to my server. It's like he can't do anything about it. He can just look at it. Oh, I can actually use these? I can use these. Yeah, we would have old 4chan maps playing, like Harble Hotel, a bunch of other Xenon maps. You know, there's a bunch of MLP maps I used to play on that are probably lost media now, sadly. Like after school in 2011, I would used to just like right after I got Steam and TF2, I would hop on a whole bunch of these servers, like MLP servers. And a bunch of Equestria maps. I think you need to actually have the paid membership thing on the channel, sadly. I wish I could gift that to people, but I don't think you can. Like, just give it to people for free. But yeah, what I was saying was there's a bunch of old maps that are really cool. Like there's recreations of Pokemon maps. You know, like Gen 2, you got Goldenrod City. There's that one. There's Rustboro as well from Pokemon. You know, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald. By the way, guys, he is doing all this while botting. Yeah, I'm streaming myself botting right now. Jax can't do a damn thing about it. By the way, that reminds me, after I'm done maxing, I'm going to show off that I've never botted and stuff. Like, I'm going to show all my receipts. Going to show my ban history, which is only mutes. It only has mutes in there. Because I like proving my progress and that I've earned everything and whatnot. So I'm going to show all that off. I don't think so. I don't think I'm muted. Yeah, nobody was responding to me, though. I mean, that's just how it is nowadays. And MMOs in the past, I mean, it was a role-playing experience. You'd go up to other players and you say whatever you want to them. And you know, that was that. But everybody just doesn't talk now because it's an AFK video game. You know, everybody's doing other things. We're all grown up now, doing other stuff in the background as we play. Yeah, I do it as well unless I miss it somehow. I was gonna say something else, I just don't remember what I was gonna say. That's just a KBD update. Yeah, I miss when people would like line up in Varrock and stuff against the wall outside of the castle in Varrock Square, and just all the cool kids would be wearing their feathered hats and everything. Maybe a few boaters. And then, you know, you would just stare at them for a while. They would be talking to each other. No XP waste nowadays, though. You know, we're paying money to play the game. May as well progress. I like. By the way, most of my hours on here is mostly just me walking around. I do walk around sometimes in the game. I do a little bit of an RP walk around cities and stuff. I stand still for a while in some areas, just hanging out. But most players don't do that anymore. You just see that in like World 2. Yeah, we just buy the membership with, quote-unquote buy. We just use bonds. Like, we earn the in-game money, and then you can just get bonds with that. Oh, by the way, after I imported all my stuff to this PC, I actually got all my drops back now. Oh, I forgot to mention earlier in the stream, this is not all my blood shards, because, you know, if your inventory is full, they drop to the ground. They don't appear in here. So, give me a second. Let me just go to my collection log. Where is it? Oh, it's bosses, my bad. Slayer. That's 54 blood shards. Like, if you would add that up, let me think here. Let me do a little bit of math. That's like, what, 800 mil or something? Nah, maybe 740. But, yeah. Here's my thieving experience, by the way. Why is that dude fully gray? Doesn't he have a soul? I mean, do vampires have souls? I don't know. Are they for Blood Fury? No, I dropped them to my husband Carlos here, and he just sells them on the GE, and that's how we got our bonds. We literally just thieve Vires. We just thieve Vires for the blood shards. I used 2 of them so far for a Blood Fury, though. As you can see, I'm wearing one right now. I'm probably going to use them from now on as well, because it's kind of overpowered, the Blood Fury, so you take that to Grardor or something, you last a long time there. So, yeah, I'm going to keep using the blood shards for the Fury as well as dropping them for GP. Welcome to the stream, by the way, William. Don't feel intimidated by all these moderators in here. It's kind of a hard question because RuneScape is eternal, basically. Because, I mean, you have RuneScape 3, which is... You know this saying, like, beating a dead horse? Like, that horse is... Its bones were perfectly ground to dust. And the dust was just scattered to the winds, basically. But it's still in the winds right now. So, I mean, it could basically just last forever at this point. But if you mean, like, when will OSR... Well, you said servers close, but if we're talking about, like, when OSRS will end up like RuneScape 3, I'm going to say 5 to 7 years, probably. 5 to 7. You're a mod? I mean, they kept trying to do that MTX stuff. They kept trying to do the promotion stuff. Where, like the purple character skin. I know it's a cosmetic. Purple character skin for Twitch Prime. And they wanted to do, like, other promotions where you'd have different, like, and cosmetics are fine, right? I don't have a problem with them putting cosmetics in. But... if that went through, we would have had MTX a lot faster, I think. Where, you'd probably see some McDonald's signs in Varrock or something. You got the, I don't want to mention his name because of the YouTube censorship system going on here. But the 25 B-holes guy saying that there's going to be, like, Burger King armor. I do think that Jagex is just bleeding profits right now. Like, they're losing a lot of money from, players just quitting the game. And people are like, oh, well, look at the player counts. No, don't look at the player counts. Like, what, 50% of the way more than 50% are bots in free-to-play. Some of which Jagex even own. They own some of the member ones as well that are, like, on the top of leaderboards. Like, listen, you can't tell me that some guy that's has, like, this one bot that's a Slayer bot has 200 million XP in the skill without being banned for botting. Like, it's infeasible. It's just not possible. And then you have Sir Puggers, I think his name is. You have him finding a bot farm in the wilderness of the same kind of bots that have this absurd amount of experience. Like, an absurd amount. They've been doing this for years. These bots have been alive for years, and they're even pointed out years ago on Reddit threads, sometimes on 4chan as well. It's not feasible. It's not possible. And guess what? He kept defeating those bots in wilderness, right? And... Uh-oh. I kicked some cords down below my desk and my monitor went out. Hold on. That's not good. I assume the stream's still live. I can't see any of you right now, though. Hold on. I plugged it back in. It's good. Okay. What I was mentioning was... Yeah, Sir Pugger, every time he would kill these bots, he would get like what, 50 mil or something? They had like complete, like they're stacked for wilderness standards anyway, completely stacked out. He would get like 20 to 50 mil every KC he got on these bots. And the bots would keep restocking and coming back. So he was making like bills upon bills because some guy showed him this, and they were both working together on this, destroying these bots. Like, I don't understand. If I'm gonna be called a conspiracy theorist for saying that Jagex owns these bots, how is it restocking 50 mil to go back to wilderness only to lose it for days, for weeks, for months? How does the bot have 100 billion GP? An infinite amount. How does it have that? It's a single bot. Jax, I think, is losing money too. I probably won't renew. Yeah, like I said, I play the game with bonds. I'm not gonna send them any money. I'm not gonna give Jax any money. But like the thing is, I would have quit a long time ago. I just want to max first. I just want to max my account and then quit, basically. So after I max, I'm going to be done with the game. I don't know what I'm going to do with Herblore, though. That's a problem. Have no idea how I'm going to get 99 Herblore. I've just been, getting all my herbs from Miscellanea. That's what I've been doing. Oh yeah, by the way, I think now I could be completely wrong on this. I think Jagex made an update to where your Miscellanea stuff will stop working after your membership runs out now. That has never been the case before. Like, even if you're free to play, you'll still get your managing Miscellanea items. But now it doesn't seem like that's the case. I signed into RuneScape after not playing for a month, and all the GP was there from the guy that's in on Miscellanea. It was never drained, so I think they might have changed something to where it just doesn't work in free to play. Now that's desperation right there. That is desperation. They're like, oh, you want to get your small amount of items from Miscellanea? Sorry, you have to. You can't be free to play anymore after your membership runs out. That is such an obscure thing to change, if that is what they did. It's ridiculous. That's like them changing how Run Energy works in free-to-play. Like, they've made an update, I believe, where you're... Now, okay, I get changing this. I mean, it makes sense. Because... members would have advantages over free-to-play, but your agility actually affected free-to-play as well. The spam bots, they are everywhere. What, like the ones that sit in the GE? Oh, you know what? Actually, I know which ones you're talking about. They like sell... they're advertising their services to sell their services and stuff, like in Edgeville Bank, Camelot Bank, LMS. Yeah, no, I know which ones you're talking about now. My bad. Yeah. Can I just point out that people that do that, like they see those being posted, and you pay somebody that's living in another country to play in your account for you? How pathetic is that? Why are you associated with RuneScape if you pay someone else to play it for you, like Cookie Clicker or something? What are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, you have no accomplishments if you do that. You have no sense of accomplishment. Like, you can't even prove that you did the progress unless... You know what? Someone tried to do that. They tried to buy an Infernal Cape, and they tried to stream their, quote-unquote, their attempt at doing the Inferno, right? And they did this. It was a pre-recorded footage, but a live webcam, right? It was pre-recorded footage, but a live webcam. Imagine going through this effort, and he got caught at the end. Do you know why he got caught? Why people saw that it was pre-recorded? Because he threw his hands in the air saying, "Woo, I did it, guys. I can't believe I did it." The character was still moving and clicking with both of his hands off the keyboard and mouse, and he realized that and put his hands back down quickly. Imagine being that stupid. Why do people go through the effort of being fake? Why do they go through the effort of being fake? Oh my god, it's crazy. I think it's funny that Jagex mods devs go power trip crazy over a video game. They're insane for doing that. They said they were doing a parade through the game, and anybody that tries to interrupt it is getting perma-banned. And they said, "We dare you to come mess with us and our political ideology." Crazy. I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but Spinewielder is the head admin of the OSRS wiki, and I got banned for it with the reason bigot. Like, he called me a bigot because one of the references that one of the developers made was to a person that advocated for violence against certain races. And I wrote in the section saying that this person that they're referencing in the game, this is what they've done. And they called me a bigot. Like, that's absolutely insane. That is crazy. And then that wasn't it. Spinewielder went to Wikifur, which is an entirely different wiki that he's not associated with, and wrote about me on it. And it was my own wiki page. I don't know why I'm trying to click on this one. It was my own wiki page made for me that my friend made for me. And he started editing it to accuse me of various things. Imagine going to an entirely different wiki because someone made you butthurt online like that. And like, I didn't even talk about the guy. I didn't talk about Spinewielder at first. I just, let it go. I posted him on Twitter once. He went to an entirely different wiki. He's power tripping that hard that he thinks he owns a different wiki that he's not even associated with. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. I had some goof try to trade me max cash and decline and say I'm broke. I mean, max cash really doesn't mean anything anymore, to be fair, in this economy. Like, if he wanted to show off, he'd put some, like, noted third age in there. He'd put some third age longswords or some druidic cloaks in there. You think you saw the Spinewielder video? Alright, got you. I saw that comment before, I just didn't respond to you there for a sec. I'm just tired of, I just want to play a video game, right? I just want to play a video game. I'm not here to play politics. I just want to play a video game. I think people have also came to the same conclusion on that, I don't know what's with these developers that are trying to rewrite video games and stuff to add modern ideology in it. I don't get it. Trying to put my sexuality in the spotlight for what I was born as. Saying like, oh, hey, let's parade around Varrock and Falador Lumbridge. Let's parade around the entirety of Gielinor. For your sexuality. It's like, that's weird. Why are you doing that to me? Like, why are you shining a spotlight on me like that? Like, I'm just like everybody else. I don't know why they want to give me special privileges of being paraded around like a king. It makes me uncomfortable, actually. It makes me really uncomfortable. I mean, most of my friends, they engage with women, I don't think either of us should be paraded around for that. I mean, that's just, Like, why don't they get a parade, right? Yeah, no, it's trying to use us. It's like they're saying that they care about people's mental health, they care about the LGBT or whatever it's called now. but that's them virtue signaling. They get good boy points for that from other companies, especially that ESG money stuff, the economic social governance money. You know, game developers get paid to put body type A and B in there. That's dehumanization stuff. That is dehumanization. If a transgender individual wants to identify as a certain sex, they would choose male or female. It's a method to turn society into just robots that don't identify with anything. By everybody identifying and putting labels on themselves, it actually dehumanizes them more. It dehumanizes them more. And like the more labels you put on yourself, like you're saying, oh, I'm this gender, I'm like, you know, I'm this, I'm that. It really is just, you become that label. You know, like if there's certain sexualities, there are people that identify with a certain sexuality and they'll make that their personality. They'll try to make that their soul. And, you know, what just happened actually? Music stopped playing. It's weird. There we go. But yeah, no, like people are fully becoming the labels they give themselves, and that's a very terrible thing. They try to stand out and be unique, but it has the opposite effect. You have this conglomerate of just Tumblr people. Yeah, liberalism is just all about putting labels on yourself and stuff. It's very jarring to me seeing that, you know, speaking of mental health, they'll put mental disabilities in their biographies as if they are that thing. It's romanticizing mental disabilities, mental health. Like it's weird. It's absurdly weird seeing them put that in their biographies along with pronoun stuff. Like when I introduce myself to someone, you know, I'll say what I do, my hobbies and whatnot. But to them, if you go up and you'll say, "Hey, who are you?" Oh, I'm a she, her, transbian, other self, two souls, which by the way, the two soul stuff was created in 1994, I believe. That's not a Native American thing. It's not, no matter how much they try to tell you that. And that's what they do. They try to take other people's cultures and twist it into their own beliefs, their own mandated beliefs they were told to believe in. They're like, hey, you see this like ancient tribe of people back in the day from ancient times? It's like, yeah, they have the same beliefs as me. Have you seen the insanity of them going around saying like, they use fictional characters. They actually think fictional characters have the same ideology as they do. They're like, oh, Sonic says trans rights or whatever. It's like, what is this? What is this childish nonsense? And something like actually disturbing is just them using it for political stuff. Like they'll say free Palestine. It's not like they actually care about Palestine, but they'll say that anyway. They're like, oh, Sonic says free Palestine, and they'll draw an art piece of a fictional character eating a watermelon for some reason. Like I've seen multiple pictures of this, of just various video game characters eating watermelons with a Palestinian flag. Can I just say how disrespectful this is? There's children dying over there, and you're drawing cartoon characters running around Palestine. You are messed up in the head. You know, I almost said the F word, but what is wrong with these individuals? They're not individuals. They're just some kind of hive mind. I know I'm a YouTube partner. I don't care to say that, but it's disturbing. It's disrespectful. It's disturbing. It's childish. It's like how they draw superheroes. You know, they'll draw superheroes beating up Nazis that are that don't even exist. It's just in their head. I'm not saying that, you know, you have some good and bad people out there. You have some like you know, I don't know, people of every ideology, but It is actually covert racist. You're absolutely right on that. Because you have to keep in mind, these people have the same ideology as their not so far back ancestors that founded certain organizations I'm not going to mention the name of. You know, it's the same group, the same ideology. Not the same ideology, but the same belief system that old Democrats had. You know, the kind of stuff they voted for. But yeah, no, this stuff where they're drawing superheroes beating up straw men, it's childish. It really is. They're even drawing it in the Marvel and whatever other comics. You know, it's just it's. I don't read those, by the way, obviously, but I just see people posting about it. It's pathetic. It's utterly pathetic. I forgot what else I was gonna say. I was gonna mention something else. Yeah, like they'll call you. They'll call you like a racist, and they'll call all of us racist. They'll call all of us Nazis, whatever. And you know, what was that one quote from the communist Karl Marx that said, you know, always call your enemies what you are, and everything, or something along those lines. It's just that's where they got some of their ideology from. They got it from Karl Marx, who you know what communism is. I don't need to say that, but. I read old furry comics. I read quite a lot of old furry comics as well. So some of them I can't mention. Some of them are not safe for work, but... Do you know this one website called, I think it's YERF? What is it, .net? Let me check. No, it's not .net. Don't go there. Never mind. Is it .com? Give me a sec. YERF Historical Archive. There it is. Alright. You should check this out. It's a bunch of old furry anthro art. It's really cool. Really cool stuff. Like, this art is just so soulful. Like, I absolutely love it. And notice how, like, every design is just... You know, some of it's bad, yes, of course, but it's all unique. All this art has unique styles to it. You know... It's different to how people usually draw now because they go to college. They go to these colleges and they're taught to draw a certain way. So every single art piece looks the same. You know, newer cartoon shows for kids. They all have the same face and mouth shape. That's not a coincidence. They're all being taught that by the same college. I may have seen that before. It's pretty good archive. It's actually a very, very good archive. Let me think here. Let me think. There we go. Okay. But yeah, enough about politics. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be streaming. Might actually end it soon. Getting kind of hungry. Been streaming for almost 2 hours now. This is mostly a test stream to test out my new PC, so didn't really intend to stream for too long. I can tell my voice is starting to go already as well. And I just woke up. Oh, so, yeah, I'm gonna need 530,000 of these or so. These Daeyalt shards. It's gonna take me maybe you know, that might even take me close to a month since I'm gonna be busy. I don't know. But yeah, next stream I'm gonna be doing is probably gonna be a Minecraft one, and I'm gonna be focusing on uploading another Dark Souls video, a Deltarune video. The Deltarune video is gonna be absolutely ridiculous, by the way. Like, the thing is, I hope people don't take it seriously, like that one, what was his name? He made, like, a top 10 video of, like, the top 10 quote-unquote hottest Sonic characters and whatnot. Absolute Chad behavior, by the way, but, You know, I don't even know if he was serious or joking when he made that video, but it's going to be something so dumb like that it has to get views. Like, that's my idea. It's so stupid it has to get views. It's going to be so... It's not the exact same concept, but it's something maybe even stupider than that. So keep an eye out for that. It's just a troll video. People might take it seriously. I hope not. But yeah, there's that. I want to make another Pokemon video. Don't know when that's going to be out. Aside from that, that's going to be it, I guess. I'm going to be ending the stream, and yeah. Again, we have our Discord open if you want to join our Discord, William and Wepawet. I know you said you don't use Discord, but it's always there. Good night. Good morning for me. It's actually 3:35 a.m. right now. But yeah, take care, Wepawet. Good night. And thanks for joining the stream, William. Thanks for heading inside here. And Carlos, if you're there, I'll talk to you on Discord. But see you around. It's funny, I remember we talked about time zones before on the Dark Souls stream, I think. But yep. See you around. Peace.